Forget ESPN. Come chill with Max and Ben. Don't be a barstool bro. There's a much better place to go. It's a Pretty Sports Show.
Oh my God!
We're
Pretty
back.
Sports Show is back. Oh my God!
We abandoned this show for like 2 weeks.
Ben, where have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to?
There's this show on Netflix that I've been talking about. I think you've seen it. It's called Circle. It's called The Circle. Yeah. We've been spending every fucking waking hour of our lives the last few weeks working on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
For little sports show listeners, we do apologize. We have this other this other podcast called Circle Alert, and a lot more people listen to it.
A lot more than this. Yes.
A lot more. And there are a lot more. There's 1 million episodes of it that come out per week. And then like a lot of cast members wanted to come on it. We had to interview them, and like Ben went to Estonia, and then like I went home for a week, and then like a lot of shit happened, and we tried to juggle both podcasts, and we did it well for a couple of weeks, and then we failed. But we're back. And that's what matters. We did not abandon the podcast. We're back.
That's right. And I learned in Estonia that the only two sports they really give a shit about out there is basketball and soccer. That's it. They don't really give a shit about it much of anything else.
What about like Mutenhat in club? What do they speak in Estonia?
They speak Estonian.
Oh, where is Estonia?
Estonia is
for the viewers.
Estonia is right beneath Finland. It's along the Baltic Sea, just west of St. Petersburg, Russia. It used to be a part of the Soviet Union, but they gained their independence when the Soviet Union fell.
Yes, I was doing like a Russian thing there, so I was pretty accurate. Okay.
Close. They hate the Russians, though, as I found out. They absolutely hate them.
It
makes a lot of sense.
Yes. That would really
they refuse to speak any other language other than Estonian, and nobody speaks Russian there just because they're like, Russians can fuck off.
Yeah, they're not Russian.
Pretty funny.
They're not Russian to get back to Russia.
Oh.
Ow!
Hoo-hee, ha! Coming in hot.
Andrew Dice Clay is the first guest on Pretty Little Sports Show. Oh!
Perfect.
Is that guy still alive?
Yeah, I think he is.
Where? Oh yeah, because he was in.
Last time I saw him was in
A Star Is Born. He was.
He was also in that shitty Woody Allen movie. I forget what it was. That was like.
You saw a Woody Allen movie?
Canceled. No, this was.
Oh, we're gonna have to edit this out.
This was. I feel like it was 10 years ago that I saw this movie. It was like Blue something. I forget what it was called, but he was.
Blue Jasmine.
Blue Jasmine. That's what it was. Yeah,
that
he was in that movie.
Bad movie.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
All Woody Allen movies are bad movies.
That's right.
All of them. All of them.
And that's our official stance here on Pretty Little Sports Show. That's our official stance.
We've all always felt that way. Oh, it was Blue Jasmine. Ben's wife is here to confirm. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Should we get into some?
Let's do it.
Some fucking sports.
We got. I've seen a couple. There's a couple of good stories I know that I'm expecting to see on here.
Slideshow. I forgot how to work this thing. Here we go.
Okay.
It's been a while. I'm rusty. Oh, here we go. Embattled Yankees coach Phil Nevin fires back at wrong. That's what he said. Wrong. Alex Rodriguez. Usually Alex Rodriguez is wrong. He's a very wrong guy. He was wrong to let J-Lo escape away from him back to
Red Sox fan Ben Affleck.
I said that so wrong. That was phrased so terribly. Okay. Then basically it seems that Alex Rodriguez was like talking to other women and potentially like cheating on J-Lo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant. Not like okay.
No, you're good. Like, we cleared it. He
could have had it all, and then it's like, dude, like you could have married J-Lo, like you were engaged, and then it's like she's back with the guy she started.
First he loses out on the Mets, and now he loses out on J-Lo.
Now she's back. She's back with Larry Geely. Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble, turkey time, baby.
My God.
The movie where they fell in love originally, right?
If you guys saw this fucking call when he called in the wild card game, Phil Nevin made one of the stupidest fucking calls I've ever seen.
Oh, this was like when the third base coach.
Phil Nevin's the third base coach for the New York Yankees, and he had Aaron Judge run to home for no fucking reason. He should have stopped at third. And A-Rod and every other sports analyst and every Yankee fan in the world and anyone who watched the play obviously knew that Phil Nevin should have told Aaron Judge to stop at third base. And, A-Rod was like, yeah, Phil Nevin made the wrong call.
And sadly, Sterling's call was not. It was Max. It was not.
Oh, he did not say. Hey, Fuego Falco here from Circular.
Hey,
Hi,
Fuego.
Betamax. Hey, Falco. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to the sports world.
Welcome to our other podcast.
Fuego, did you know we do another one?
This is what I have to say about Phil Nevin's call. He sucks! That's what I have to say about it. I can't believe I'm agreeing with fucking A-Rod's sport analysis. That's all I have to say. Basically, Phil Nevin said somewhere in this article, like, he's never been in that position. He was wrong. I know it. Here's what he says.
He's never been a third base coach for the Yankees. He's only been a third baseman for the Yankees.
He did play third base for the Yankees. Fuego saw our tweet and he rushed over. Thank you,
Fuego. Thank you.
Yeah. I know what it looks like, Nevin's to the play. I know what the situation is. I know what kind of third base coach I am. I made a play to win the game. It didn't work out. It was a great baseball play in their side. In a big moment, it didn't go our way. In the big moment, you're a fucking idiot. You suck. That's it.
I think these two would be better off just switching places. Like, let's have Nevin is in the booth instead of A-Rod because A-Rod's terrible in the booth.
Yeah,
and let's put A-Rod as the third base coach.
I actually do, because sometimes A-Rod does actually have a good baseball mind, but like sucks at the analysis. Yeah. And Phil Nevin clearly can't handle it. So yeah, switch them up.
Oh
yeah, I don't really want to talk about the game. It's so stupid.
Oh, you don't?
I mean, do you want me to? It's just like fire all the coaches and managers besides the pitching coach
and the GM.
And the GM, yeah, all the managers. Fire the GM.
Boring.
What are we gonna? It's obvious.
Yeah.
What do you think I should say? Keep all of them? I mean,
no. It's just we're getting into
obvious. I saw a quote like the Yankees aren't bad; they're ordinary, and I was like, yeah, no, they suck and they're ordinary. That's the worst part. Anyway, let's continue on. This is very good. The Yankees have a pet turtle.
Are these all Yankees posts, Max?
No, there's just the first two. Just the first two.
Can you tell Max likes the Yankees? Everybody?
No, I actually don't like the Yankees right now. But I thought that the turtle was very.
This is cute. Bronxie the turtle. It's nasty Nestor Cortez, the pitcher for the Yankees, got a little team mascot for the Yankees. His name is Bronxie. He's a good luck turtle.
We don't know necessarily where he picked him up. The origin
Central
story.
Park.
What?
Central Park. I've literally seen in Central Park. I've seen people like with big Tupperware containers come in and like steal the turtles from Central Park and like run off.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
I don't know. I was like, I didn't even know what to say. I didn't even know to like. It's like, what do I stop him? What's going on?
That's what I think when I see people feeding squirrels. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Stop feeding the. Why would you feed a
Central Park squirrels are so fucking aggressive
because they feed them
because they get fed every day.
Why would you feed a squirrel?
They're all a bunch of Tony Sopranos. They're these like fat like tri-state squirrels that are like, hey, give me a nut, hey.
I'm a sad clown squirrel.
That's what I am. I just like to look at the ducks from my tree.
Ducks fly away. Hey, Where's the gabagool?
Gabagool.
Bring me a gabagool today. Where's my fucking gabagool?
None of these fucking paisans have any gabagool in Central Park.
All the squirrels start fucking fainting and having anxiety attacks. But here's a really fucking funny clip of John Sterling and Suzyn Waldman, the Yankees radio announcers, talking about the turtle. It's about a minute long, but it's
let's hear it.
I saw that Yes had put up a picture of a turtle. Evidently, his name is Bronxie.
This is when they
and Nestor Cortez bought a little turtle somewhere, and they took it with them, and they thought that it gave them good luck.
Mm-hmm.
But Bronxie is still in the Bronx. I would imagine he couldn't go to Canada. I asked Aaron, John, and I said, did they bring the turtle? He said, I don't know anything about that. And I said, they took my banana away from me when we got off the plane. They can't go into Canada with a turtle. So.
The pitch before was a ball, so 3-2 to Gleyber Torres. So we don't.
Sterling keeping his mind in the game.
No, we think somebody's taking care of the turtle in the Bronx.
What do you feed a turtle?
Turtle food.
The 3-2 is swung on and grounded foul off third. Turtle count holds 3-2.
Unless they happen to live in my pond. I have snapping turtles in my pond. I don't know. But those I think you do. Remember when you went to the circus when you were a little kid? Did you ever bring home a little turtle? And a chameleon?
If I did, I don't remember it. Now here comes the 3-2.
What is this?
He's so disinterested. Like Suzyn just wants to keep talking about her snapping turtles in her pond.
About the turtle? What he's like, what do you? I think
he's so dismissive. He's like, Suzyn, there's a game going on.
She's
3-2.
She's like, don't you want to hear about my snapping turtles? He's like, I'm really fucking old, Suzyn. It's hard.
Remember when we were kids? Remember when we'd get turtles from the circus?
I want to hear about this.
I do.
When we were kids and we went to the circus, which we never went to the circus as kids, okay?
I didn't either.
Circuses abuse animals. I've never been to a circus in my life.
I was afraid of clowns. I had a fear of clowns.
I have never been to a circus, Ben.
Ever?
No, I have been. I'm trying to save the podcast.
Oh, right. Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
and we don't watch Woody. We don't watch Woody Allen movies. And
they're all bad, and I've never seen one.
Louis C.K. never seen a stand-up special.
Who's that?
Ever.
I don't know who that is. Yeah, but like you used to get a chameleon. That's so cool. And a turtle. That sucks. Your parents are like, I gotta buy this kid a fucking turtle. What do you feed turtles? Turtle food?
Turtle food. It's cabbage. You feed it cabbage.
Yeah, you feed it cabbage and shit. But I guess there's like
carrots. I think there is probably pellets.
What about snapping turtles? Because like Suzyn, I don't give a fuck about your snapping turtles in your fucking pond.
Jesus Crunstance.
Jesus Crunstance.
Oh, it's been such a long clip talking about it. And Aaron Boone also doesn't care. He's like, don't ask me about the fucking turtle.
Really? Has he been like that?
My job is on the line. My job is on the line here. I'm a terrible manager, okay? All right. Let's not talk about it. Okay, guys.
Oh man.
I did see during
Boone is about to snap like a snapping turtle.
Oh!
Right?
Hey! Wow! During the fucking last game of the series, they make the wild card or whatever.
Yeah.
And they have their stupid champagne celebration. It's like, wow, you guys barely made a wild card game. What do you fucking do?
With the amount of money you have on the field. Yeah.
They're spraying champagne everywhere. They're holding the fucking turtle.
Oh God, no!
In the air, and I'm like, no, put the fucking turtle away. I'm like, you're gonna give the turtle fucking alcohol poisoning. I was so relieved when I saw that the turtle was being carried in to the wild card game. But now
what if they just went to Central Park and got another one and called it Bronxie?
Now I'm thinking, I'm like, is this like when your pet goldfish dies when you're young and your parents like swap it out?
Yeah,
you know?
replace
I'm like,
so that they don't have to have that conversation about death.
I'm actually thinking, like, how many Bronxies have there been
Yeah.
since the first one they got?
It's kind of like Yankees managers. They just once one peters out, they just replace it with another one. No big
Oh
deal.
my god. Well, unfortunately, they don't do that enough. They don't do that enough. Other teams actually do it. We just hang on.
Girardi's the dead turtle in this scenario.
Why did you put him in the game?
Jesus. All right, let's move on. Oh, here we go. This is what we've been talking about.
Oh, baby.
Embattled Jacksonville Jaguar head coach Urban Meyer's wife finally speaks up about this whole saga, which we'll get into if you're unfamiliar. But it's crazy if you're not, because this is hot goss. She says we're all sinners, and TMZ adds the tagline, "So shut up." She didn't say "so shut up." They just added that with 3 exclamation points. But
so let's give context for this for people that don't know what happened. Urban Meyer was caught on video getting twerked on by a woman at a bar that was not his wife. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I would say so. Now, it was interesting trying to tell exactly what was going on. He's kind of like trying to play it off casual. Now he does have his hands.
Oh yeah, there's another angle that shows.
No. All right, okay. All right, we have to analyze. All right. Initially, all we saw was the first angle. So let's just start with the first angle, because it was a while before we saw the second angle.
Right.
So all we had at first was the first angle, and it didn't look necessarily like he was embracing. Well, like we couldn't tell because he had.
Yeah, because you're at a bar, some drunk person comes up to you and starts doing that. You could see a scenario in which he's like, but not trying to be super rude, but he also should have stopped it.
No, I'm not defending him at all.
Yeah,
he should he should have said, "No, get away from me," especially
since he's fucking married.
Okay,
yeah.
But he was. It seems like he was like hedging his bets a little. But I do want to point out he had his hands in between his legs, like he was. I couldn't tell if he was either blocking his crotch so he couldn't get fully grinded on, or if his hands were blocking his crotch so that he could be grabbing her or grasping her. Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Right. Yes.
So, but I initially thought, my initial assessment was, oh, maybe his hands are there to block it. Fuego Falco says hashtag not safe for work. Yeah, I would say this is definitely not safe for work.
Yeah, there's a reason we're not showing the videos.
Yeah.
But instead, we'll describe in great detail. No.
I also, can I just point out something real quick? If your name is Urban Meyer, I just feel like you're born to be a football coach. Like, I feel like this guy has probably never even seen a football game, and they were like, "Welcome to being head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars." Like,
Yeah,
Urban Meyer, like, come on.
But yeah, so should we talk about the second video that was released?
Yeah, do you want to handle that one?
Sure. So in the second, let me just say, in the second video, I noticed in the article that I read, the woman who was twerking on him, she had reposted the video that someone else took from that other angle and said, this is what she had said. She said, she was like, "LOL, somebody got a video of Urban Meyer fingering my butthole."
She said that.
She said that.
This is just a quote.
This is just a quote.
This is a quote, right? This
Yeah.
is what she said.
Right. And that alternate angle, I would say her description was
over the jeans.
Was pretty fairly accurate. It was over the jeans, but yeah, he was getting up there. It looked like he was getting up there.
So he did come out and apologize, but his excuse was that he was at a party where there was dancing and people were just trying to get him to come out onto the dance floor and he shouldn't have been there, and that he's sorry for what he did to his family.
He also said his family is quote unquote upset.
Yes.
So he rushed down to Florida to
Where
make
was
his apologies.
Where was he?
I don't know. Where were the Jaguars playing?
I don't know. This just feels so Florida.
No, I don't think he was in Florida. He wasn't in Florida. He was wherever the Jags were playing this last week.
Ben, how do you say Jaguar?
Jaguars.
Oh.
We've been over this before, Max. We did this on Circle Alert season 2.
Oh, we did?
Yes, we did. There's a whole SNL sketch about it, Max.
Oh, there is?
Yes, we talked about this.
I don't remember it. I think it's interesting. All right, I'm sorry. There's another word that people whatever. All right.
Your OCD's going insane right now.
No, it's not OCD. I think it's interesting. I like how you say it. I'm just like, I wish I said it cool like that. But I would.
What about Jaguar?
I would
Jaguar.
I would say like Jaguar if I tried to say it like you.
Jaguar.
Oh, Ben says. Wait, how do you say it? He's probably like Jaguar.
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 Yeah. So then, I
say the very American version of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So then, we were all worried about what the team was going to do to Urban Meyer because we really care about him as a person. We really want him to keep his job. We're really worried about this guy. He seems like a stand-up guy who doesn't made a big mistake, But we're really concerned about what are they 0-3? Have they won a game?
No, they have not won a game.
Yeah, we're really
and
worried
Trevor
about...
Lawrence, the coveted #1 draft pick that everyone wanted, has been pretty bad this season too.
Good.
And the only reason they hired Urban Meyer was for him because they were like Urban Meyer with Tim Tebow. Urban Meyer's good with quarterbacks. Like he's gonna be the guy to help make Trevor Lawrence great.
His job has been on thin ice because of this, they say. But we don't worry about it. His wife finally spoke up on social media. Wednesday night, Thursday night. It doesn't matter. She says, we all made mistakes. We are all sinners. If you think you aren't, then cast the first stone.
She went really biblical with this one.
Of course she did. Shadow issued a strong statement Thursday afternoon explaining she's quitting Twitter due to all the hate, vitriol, slander, and trash she's received in the wake of urban dancing with a blonde woman over the weekend. Yeah.
See, that does suck for her though, because she didn't do anything wrong. So that's bullshit. Like she shouldn't be getting shit at all.
She should not. And she should quit Twitter. In fact,
yeah, she should. In fact, we should quit Twitter.
I was gonna say we should all quit Twitter.
We should.
Yeah. To all my wonderful followers and friends, thank you for your love, support, friendship, and laughs. I love you all and wish God blessings on you. I think she's religious.
Oh my God, is she gonna die? What's happening?
No, she's quitting Twitter. It's worse than death.
It's worse than
Twitter.
Death.
Can you imagine missing out on Twitter? You'd miss this. I think that this video that TMZ missed the whole part about the second video because they're just saying she received in the wake of urban dancing with a blonde woman over the weekend. Yeah,
that second video.
Is that video not confirmed? Is it a deep fake? Are we missing something? We don't care. We're not a real
I don't know.
source.
We're just going off of what we've seen.
We're not real. We're not journalists. We can say whatever we want.
We're just streamers, everybody.
No one's ever going to notice us. This is fiction. Well, Urban Meyer's wife, we don't have to shut up TMZ, and we don't have to cast the first stone because we've never seen a Woody Allen movie and we've never been to the circus. So we've never sinned.
Ever.
Jesus Crunstons.
Yes.
That's right. We say Crunstons instead of Christ, okay?
Yeah, we have never sinned. We have no stones to cast. Oh man! So is this guy gonna get canned or what?
Yeah, he's gonna get fired. And maybe I don't even know if
why is he not fired?
I don't even know if they are gonna wait till the end of the season. It's gonna happen soon. I guess
it is October 8th.
I bet it happens by the end of October.
So she told the Sinners to shut up yesterday, October 7th. This is a very current episode, by the way. Usually we're not so current. This is very current. Usually we're like a week behind on shit. Like a lot of the stuff
we're still talking about Nick Castellanos.
I know, a lot of the stuff in this episode happened like yesterday.
All right, let's talk Olympics.
No, dude, this is probably the biggest. This is probably the biggest.
Here we go.
Hold on. We have some breaking news, dude. Oh, this is breaking news, dude. Oh my god, I have some real gamers. Are there any gamers out there? You might want
Fuego's a gamer.
Down. I know most people listen to their podcast standing up, so you might want to sit down. EA Sports is considering renaming FIFA as they review naming rights agreement. I think we got to go to EA Sports, and gamers got to rise up. You can't rename FIFA.
Yeah, but FIFA also sucks. Their organization, don't they?
Oh
so
no,
fuck them.
Dude, have you ever played the soccer game FIFA?
Yes, I have.
Dude, I haven't, but I heard it's fucking sick.
It is fun. It is.
Yeah, but do you know what? Do you know who also sucks? EA Sports. So
EA Sports sucks and FIFA sucks.
Dude, they should rebrand EA Sports. So even though it's the same company, we can feel good about it.
Yeah. I heard with FIFA on EA Sports, you have to every time you want to make a pass, you have to pay $5. If you want to try and shoot for the goal, it's an extra $10.
Oh, Fuego Falco says hashtag FIFA for life. I agree. They can rename the game, but I'm gonna like draw in Sharpie on my TV screen every time over whatever it is.
God, what does your TV screen look like?
Pretty crazy, dude.
Can you even see anything?
I'm gonna get them on. I like how like the stock image for this is like FIFA on a MacBook. With,
right.
With some weird video game controller plugged in.
They don't even have the wireless setup going. They just hooked up
whatever
by a USB
on some weird thing. It's weird.
And is that a straight up USB going into the MacBook? That would mean it's an old ass MacBook too.
Dude, whatever. It's so photoshopped. Whatever this. It's weird because the Athletic has like really good professional images, and they just got some weird Photoshop Getty image for this one. It stood out among the headline. That's like how I noticed it. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yeah.
I just can't believe FIFA could have. If there's one thing that we can't handle in this country, it's change. We just
the only thing that would have been better is the background that we have right now for a Pretty Little Sports Show. That would have been perfect for the photo.
Fuego, is this how you play FIFA? We heard you're pretty good.
Yeah, you always just plug right into the old MacBook.
Oh, we got more gamer content. Ben, do you want to read this tweet from Robin Lopez, brother of Brook Lopez?
Okay, yes, that's how he's always known, brother of Brook Lopez. It took me all night, but I went to Brook's place and knocked every one of his high scores off Monster Bash and replaced them with the name Pez, the initials of my cat, Prince Edward Zephyr, who he hates. Wow. Time well spent. A lot to unpack with that one.
Yeah, and if you're on audio, so this is a tweet from Robin Lopez, who's a professional basketball player, brother of Brook Lopez, who just won the NBA Finals with the Milwaukee Bucks, and it's a picture of a pinball machine. So his brother went over to his apartment and beat all of the high scores on the pinball machine and put in the initials of the cat that he hates.
Right, and the candy too.
Yeah. I wonder if he named his cat after
why does he hate
candy.
that cat? That's what I'd like to know.
Maybe he doesn't like cats, maybe it's allergic to cats, but
maybe I'm allergic to cats and I don't hate them.
Does being allergic to cats run in the family?
Probably not if one of them has one.
Is your brother allergic to cats?
No. I don't think he
so
is.
it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
He might be, but I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like it would be obvious. I feel like you would know.
I know. My wife is allergic, and I don't know if I think her brother is also allergic, so maybe it can be.
Is there a
I don't know.
scientist in the chat? Fuego.
Fuego, our research assistant. He's going to help
You're
us
a
out.
scientist.
Go to WebMD. Help us out.
This is what Pretty Little Sports Show is all about. People being allergic to things and their families.
Yes.
Ah.
We do deep analysis of sports on this show.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
So that was pretty much. I really like that tweet. Oh, and shout out to Johnny DiNapoli who did the artwork for us for sending me this tweet.
Did he? That's
he's
awesome.
a big Brook Lopez fan.
Thank you, Johnny.
I didn't know if he followed Robin Lopez on Twitter, but he sent me this tweet. So thank you, Johnny.
Big follower of Robin.
Yeah, big follower
Fuck-
of Robin.
Fuck
Big fan of the
Brook.
show.
Robin all day, every day.
Follow him at Johnny DiNapoli on Instagram. He does hilarious cartoons and comics.
Yeah.
And his stuff
yeah.
is in the New Yorker all the time.
The
and
New Yorker. And that's not even like our joke that we do for Circle Alert where we joke that the New
He's
York Times. He legitimately does cartoons for the New Yorker.
New Yorker, and he has a great email thing that you can get with the artist called Toon Stack, where you get a bunch of cartoons all the time from a bunch of people who are in New York all the time. It is very
awesome.
thick. So check out
I'm gonna check that
Johnny
out. That's awesome.
DiNapoli. That's DINAPOLI. And Johnny JOHNNY DI.
How much he paying us for this commercial, Max? Huh?
Come on. Trying to make up for
the cheap
the discount on the drawing
on our logo.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a really sad tale that I had to share with you guys.
Great.
This is really depressing, and a lot of Irish history is depressing, but nothing is more depressing than this headline. From the New York Post, UK and Ireland Jets fans eager for game in London. What the fuck?
Get ready to be disappointed.
What?
How do they even exist?
Yeah, skipped ahead of headline. We're back.
Okay, first of all, I saw that they were playing this game and I was like, why did they choose the Jets? Like, I get major market team, but they're so bad.
They choose it like ahead of for a long time, and they've just been doing it for so long now. They've been doing the games for a long time, so they just do it now. I think it's just fucking random, like eventually and I think they have.
Yeah.
I'm talking about ass, but I think they have like multiple games in London a year now. It's not like the MLB where it's like a new thing. It's like every team's gonna play there.
Yeah, they're trying to make both baseball and football more global.
So he is 22 years old, and Jets sounds. This from the New York Post sounds every bit as sweet to him in London as in his Ireland home base as it does to anyone in East Rutherford or anywhere else across the pond. I'm like, what? His name is Sebastian Randazzo.
Will there be a Jets win at the end of the rainbow?
At the end of the rainbow. Ooh. And he is the founder in 2014 of UK and Ireland Jets fans group, which is eagerly awaiting the arrival of his team.
So him and his brother and his dad.
Here we go. Yeah. He says, I became a Jets fan after my grandmother visited New York when I was a child and brought me back a Jets football.
Wow.
Well, fuck you,
and
Grandma.
a little Statue of Liberty, right?
Okay. I felt an attachment to the team following that, and the rest is history. He estimates there are 7,000 followers. How do you estimate? You can look in the Facebook group. He's talking out of his ass.
Even though there's only 6 people in this Facebook group, my estimate is that 7,000 are in the UK.
Predominantly male. They're all male. And ages 18 to 30 across various social media platforms. What? How is the group across various social media? What is this group? I'm so confused. What is this group? I don't understand. Okay. I'd say the split between UK and Ireland fans is 90% UK, 10% Irish. This is like worse than the famine, man. Being a UK Jets fan, Irish Jets fan. Is that an offensive joke?
To who? Irish people?
I'm Irish.
I am too, partly.
I actually went to Ireland 2 summers ago, and or 3.
Boring.
I saw where I was from. Boring.
I
I went to the rain, whatever. It's our aim to make it feel like a Jets home game. Miserable? What is this shit, dude? It's just
Cold
like
and
what?
miserable.
It's just fucking
Angry.
Yeah, I'm like, what? He's like,
depressed.
he said he's talking about this article, like how fucking he says the late night's gonna be a struggle with some finishes at around 4 a.m. But proud to say I have never missed a game since becoming a fan. What is wrong with you? Dude,
you don't live in New York, kid. You don't have to be a Jets fan. You can live a happy life if you want to. You don't have to choose this life.
Why are you even a football fan? Don't do it. It's not even dude, I'm a Jets fan and I miss games, okay? And I can watch them at a reasonable time. It's not worth watching every game. What's wrong with you?
Man.
I don't think
I get why Americans love American football, but I don't understand why anyone outside of America does.
Lot of beer late at night. Maybe he's not actually watching Jets football and he's like watching something else and he's just confused.
Right.
I don't know. This is great. This
okay, yeah.
What I've been excited for. We had this great story whenever last time we podcasted.
Katy Perry.
Before then, Katy Perry and Ole Miss. I think I might be an Ole Miss fan now. I think that might be
you're like that. You're like that Jets Ireland fan then.
Dude, Ole Miss is fucking hilarious, dude. This shit never stops. Oh, you don't know like how funny, dude. It gets funnier than just this part. You only know this. It gets better. Okay.
Well, let's play the soundbite for people.
Okay, but I will say so. Lane Kiffin.
Give a context though. Yeah.
So Lane Kiffin, he's the host of Ole Miss, and he was doing a sideline interview. And we will play.
And the game was against Alabama, one of the toughest teams. It was a big game for him. So
this was a sideline interview, and play the sound clip, and then we'll describe what happened.
You had a page of notes from your time here to reference back as to what bothers a Nick Saban coach team. What's on the backside of that piece of paper to tell you about today?
Well, let's hope we didn't run out of pages. So here we go. Get your popcorn ready.
Well, what's the big thing?
Whoa.
So when you hear him say, "Here we go, get your popcorn ready," and the guys say, "Whoa," he is taking off his headset and
chucking it at the camera.
At the cameraman, not realizing that the interview was still going on.
Get your popcorn ready. Cut to 45-21. Alabama wins.
Yeah. And so at the press conference, they were like, why? So after they were like, why did you guys suck so bad? They were like, did you realize like what you did? And he was like, yeah, I immediately realized what happened and that I looked like a jerk. So I was like, hey, can you guys score a lot of points? Because otherwise this is going to look really bad. Like he said that and like tried to keep a bad face, but smirked a little bit. And he was like, yeah, I went to her and I like really apologized because like that was not my intention.
That was rude. Yeah.
And like I say shit like that. But, like he's a good dude. He was like, look, like, I just get really hyped up and like I didn't mean to do that. Like he was like
he was trying to like do a hype thing and like a cool walk away
from
the interview, but it was rude and he realized that later.
Yeah, like it was not his intention, you know. He was just like, oh shit. And he said he was like looking at the play clock and that got to him too. Like he was like, "Oh, we're about to like kick soon," or like.
But it's still just so funny that it's like hilarious. He tried to walk away cool, and then they got destroyed in the game.
Get your popcorn ready.
Here we go.
Popcorn ready.
So he did. Say
why didn't he say get your corn dogs ready? Huh?
I know.
That's what I want to know. That's their Ole Miss thing. They love
he was trying to do a cool line, and so at the end of the thing, he like at the end of the press conference too. I would get all the sound bites, but like they were like too long. I couldn't like edit it down. He was like, "Yeah," I said to the assistant coach, like, "You better plug the microwave in," which was a good thing to say because here's this next tweet, and we can see
guy's all about food, isn't he?
He got sent a fuckload of microwavable popcorn and Skinny Pop, and he tweeted, "Thank you to all the fans at Alabama football at Ole Miss Football. Appreciate it. #remember plug your microwave in at Coach Webb next time."
Wow!
Like I love this guy. He's such a good sport about it.
How many corn dogs does he have in his house?
Yeah. Look at all, and I bet this isn't even like all the popcorn that he's gonna
No.
send. This is
And he got a bunch of different kinds too. He got Orville, he got Skinny Pop.
Skinny Pop. This is like Costco shit.
Yeah. They made a big haul here.
Then it does not stop here. Okay.
Great. Let's keep the drama continues.
They then Ole Miss Football did a thing where the first 5,000 fans on Saturday will receive free popcorn. And they have
you're right. Ole Miss rules. They rule. I stand.
It's a poster, audio listeners. It says popcorn's ready, and it's Lane Kiffin with a totally straight face holding like a movie theater popcorn thing.
Now he's the popcorn guy.
Yeah, and he tweets, embrace life. It's too short to be serious. It's okay to laugh at yourself. Football emoji, fire emoji, heart. At Ole Miss Football. I like that he goes into like the college football like motivational thing, but it's like so silly. You know, he's like, embrace life. It's okay to be serious. It's okay to laugh at yourself.
Life is like a tub of popcorn. You never know what kind of kernels you're gonna get.
I love Ole Miss. Like, this shit is fucking hilarious. And apparently they do shit like this all the time. Like, I'm telling you, like, his apology was super genuine, but he was also like definitely laughing. Like, he was like trying to be super apologetic, but definitely smirking because it's funny as hell. It's so funny.
Let the popcorn saga continue. That's what I say.
Yeah, I hope this like keeps happening where like teams like do like they'd start like naming like their plays after popcorn when they play them to fuck with them. Like, please, dude.
They should start calling Lane Kiffin Orville.
Yeah. Get it, Bucker. This was an old story, but this saga, I didn't know about this. And I just thought it was interesting. Maybe it's because I'm not a super college football guy, but did you know about this? That Purdue says they have the world's largest drum.
They just made claim to that, did they?
I think they did a while ago. We just didn't know about it.
First time since 1979.
Okay, so let me read the head. This was from when we were on hiatus. This is from September 16th, so a long time ago.
Wow.
This is October 8th.
This is ancient news.
I couldn't let it go because what actually interested me at the story was this whole thing about the world's largest drum. But the headline is Purdue's banned to be without world's largest drum versus Notre Dame the first time since 1979. So the story is that Notre Dame was like, your drum's too big to come into our stadium. You can't bring the thing. So Purdue said, according to a communication from Notre Dame, our band will not be permitted to take the blah blah drum through the tunnel onto the football field. Notre Dame Athletics has restricted the use of their main tunnel to their own football team and band, which is the only entrance large enough for the drum. We have to use a separate tunnel. Our drum is about 10 feet tall and on its carriage and 565 pounds. So it doesn't even come close to fitting in the other tunnel.
Oh boy! Imagine bringing that thing through TSA at the airport. Am I right?
Oh!
I can fit it under the seat. I swear. I swear. You don't make me check it, please. Please. I can squeeze it in.
Okay. So now we gotta get into this is where the shit gets weird. So this is what I want to talk about. It was like that. I was like, all right, whatever. Like, it's stupid. Notre Dame is like obviously doing maintenance on their tunnel or something. Like, who cares? But okay. So the world's largest drum was first built in 1921. It's celebrating its 100th birthday this year. So happy birthday, world's largest drum.
To cue the happy birthday song.
Yeah, I wish I had it. According to Purdue, in the days of train travel, band director Paul Spots Emmerich, who had the drum built, worked with the New York Central Railway to find train cars that could house it. It now usually travels in the back of a pickup truck. University history says the exact measurements of Purdue's drum have been kept secret to preserve the mystery surrounding it. So it's like the Coca-Cola secret recipe or like KFC. It's like
get the fuck out of here.
It's like if somebody approaches it and like tries to measure it, they're like, get the fuck. Like, do they have like high security? Like, couldn't it be pretty easy for a student just to be like with a tape measure, just to be like, okay, we've measured the drum. Like,
Yeah.
is it that hard to measure the drum?
No, but it's precious, Max. It's the world's largest drum. Indiana Jones is going to steal it because it belongs in a museum.
Yeah. Do you want to know where further?
I bet they have trouble getting into like parking garages with low clearance.
I don't know. Do they have a lot of trouble? Maybe they should. I don't know. I just feel like if I was another college, I would just make a bigger drum. It just seems pretty easy.
Yeah,
to make
why
a bigger drum these
just to
days.
screw over Purdue, even though nobody like really wants one or cares.
Yeah,
They're just like, this is Purdue's thing. This is all they have. So
Well,
let's make
just-
one bigger just to hurt
for
them.
home games. Just for one home. Dude, colleges have so much stupid money that they put into
I know,
athletics.
and it's all goes into that
stuff.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just make for one home game.
Don't
just
bother paying the players. Let's make the world's largest
No.
fucking drum.
or put more money into scholarships for
Yeah.
people that need more financial
Of course.
aid.
But I also think they should be paying the players. too.
No, definitely. Well, I'm just so on your board. I'm not saying that we shouldn't play the
Yeah,
players.
definitely.
But also a lot of people go in debt to go to college. All that stuff.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
What a racket!
It's the world's largest fucking drum.
Okay, but this is good. We get more drama on this. I'm just reading.
There's more drama.
More drama. Oh! Oh!
Give us the drums, Max. This is the perfect time for the drums.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, firework too.
Texas, which has I was reading
So
this
weird.
ESPN article, by the way. It's from ESPN.
Okay.
Texas, which is a similarly large bass drum named Big Bertha, which they say is 8 feet tall, but who knows if we can trust that. That was originally created around the same time for the University of Chicago. What? After being inspired by a Purdue band performance there. What? Had a long-running rivalry with Purdue about who has the biggest drum in the world.
They're literally having a drum measuring contest. My God.
Okay, it gets better. Meanwhile, Missouri's Big Mo, which debuted in 2011, is 9 feet tall. But if we don't know the true measurements of Purdue's drum, even though they claim that it's 10 feet tall, how do we know it's the world's largest drum?
I'm gonna sound like such a jock for saying this, but these fucking nerds. These fucking nerds.
I know. I was like, who cares? I'm just saying.
My drum is bigger than yours. You can measure it. Just see. Well, you didn't add the mass of it either.
Ben, I've always thought of you as a big jock.
Oh, thank you.
Dude, big meathead, dude.
Yes, Fuego says Nick would like to know the
Yeah,
measurements.
Nick
Nick
from
from
the
Circle
Circle
Alert. Yeah.
Definitely know the measure. Oh, I actually go to
Absolutely.
the program in college to know the different measurements of all of the drums just by looking at them. I actually did a composite of all of the pictures to impress girls. It really worked. Yeah, dudes. Nick sound bites. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So now you see why I saved that story. I was
My
like,
God.
I was like, this is evergreen.
Something tells me
material.
this will not be the last time we've heard of the drum wars. This is what Drumline should have been about.
Yeah,
that's what it should
Well,
have been
hopefully
about.
Drumline 2, if it hasn't already existed.
Yeah.
I love that fucking movie, by the way.
Oh, I do too. It's fantastic.
It is actually so
It's
fucking
really good. It's really good.
I don't know what the beef is between you two, but you better grill it up and eat it. I mean, iconic line. I don't overuse the word iconic. That line is fucking amazing.
Dude, when he starts drumming on the other person's drum,
Dude,
oh shit.
Dude, I know I overused the word paradiddle, but those were paradiddles. Those were paradiddles right there, dude.
You do overuse the word paradiddle.
Dude, those paradiddles are the key to drumming, okay?
Them diddles, dude.
Dude, them diddles.
Them diddles.
I love that fucking movie. All right. Oh, dude, this story.
Ooh, Colorado.
There's more beneath the surface than you think about it.
Okay.
Northern Colorado assistant injures fan by throwing clipboard into crowd.
Okay. So this is, by the way, I believe, Northern Colorado is the team that Ed McCaffrey, father of Christian McCaffrey, and former Denver Broncos Super Bowl champion, 2-time, by the way, he coaches this team. I believe. Yes.
But you know who the assistant coach is?
No.
Max McCaffrey.
It's Christian's brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I was going to bring up, but I did not realize that their father was the coach. That's funny because
his father's the head coach.
I read multiple articles about this, but everybody was just like, "It's Christian McCaffrey's brother."
I'm pretty sure Ed McCaffrey is the.
No,
coach
I
of that
believe
team.
you. I believe you. That's probably true.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I want you to guess the story behind this. Just like what you think happened.
He injures a fan by throwing a clipboard into the crowd. Did he just get mad at a play and just chuck it and it accidentally hit someone? Like he didn't mean to throw it into the crowd?
No.
Did he get excited by a touchdown and he threw it?
No.
Oh, no. Tell me then.
One more guess. You get 3 guesses.
He purposefully threw it at a fan because he didn't like the fan for some reason.
Yeah, that is what the fan is saying.
Wow. Okay.
So here we go.
Okay.
This is from Sports Illustrated. A Northern Colorado assistant football coach injured a spectator with a clipboard he launched into the crowd, and one fan alleges it's because he yells that the coach's pants were too small.
I love that guy admitted to that. I love that he admitted it.
The fan?
Yeah, the fan.
Yes.
And probably gleefully, too.
During Saturday's 40-7 loss to Montana State,
and they got destroyed too.
Yes.
That's even worse.
MSU fans claimed that Northern Colorado offensive coordinator Max McCaffrey broke his clipboard and threw it into the stands after reportedly being heckled following an interception. I said, this is the fan, I said, "Hey coach, maybe you should focus on how small your pants are rather than breaking a clipboard." Max Damaris, a Montana high school student, told the Greeley Tribune. "I was very surprised he tried throwing it at me. I was one of the only people standing in my section when I said it. I'm guessing he tried throwing it at me. Everyone around me freaked out, and I was dumbfolded."
Imagine getting triggered by a high school student telling you that your pants are too small.
Yeah. So... so he broke a clipboard. The high school student yelled at him and he threw the clipboard. I believe it because I'm gonna believe it, and this guy
I believe it because I'm gonna believe it.
I'm gonna believe it because I'm gonna believe it, and based on the picture of this guy we have here, he looks like a douchebag. And here in Pretty Little Sports Show, if you look like a douchebag.
Yeah.
And based on the story, he's a douchebag. So if the shoe fits.
Ed McCaffrey was one of my favorite players when I was a kid. One of my favorites. His
son
is his
son.
little turd.
It does. You know what? I bet that Ed's brother is a douche too. I bet Max's uncle is a douche. Okay. Northern Colorado has a different side. Okay, can you believe that the team isn't backing it up? That they're not the coach's son. They're saying that McCaffrey was simply tossing a piece of a broken clipboard to a fan who requested the souvenir and has since been reprimanded. Oh yeah, sure.
Excuse me, sir. Could I please have that broken clipboard?
Excuse me, Mister.
I need a souvenir.
Man with the really tight pants. I really like the tight pants. I would like the souvenir.
My goodness.
While Coach McCaffrey's tossing the souvenir to stand showed poor judgment, it was clear that there was no intent to harm, nor was the action fueled by anger. Yeah, he injured the high school student by mistake. He was
simply trying to give the student a souvenir. It was a gift.
You don't injure someone by mistake. You can lightly toss. Why would you throw a piece of a clipboard? Your wife is asking here, Ben, Amy, do you think it will affect his dad's sauce and mustard?
It's a big thing in Colorado. He's got his face on mustard everywhere in Colorado. It's McCaffrey's mustard. So yeah, it could be bad.
That is amazing. So is the mustard good?
I haven't tried it. It's too expensive.
We're gonna need a
Yeah,
review.
it's always like more expensive than like the regular brand.
We're gonna need a
stuff.
review of the mustard here on Pretty Little Sports Show.
Okay. Oh, speaking of which, Max, you got your Jose Canseco coffee, right?
The Jose Canseco, it has arrived, but I need to do the review, and I need to.
Okay.
It didn't come ground, so I need to go to a grinder. I'm gonna
You
go
have
to
to buy a grinder now.
No, I'm gonna go to Whole Foods and just grind it there.
Are you okay?
That's
the amount of work put into this joke. It's and it took so long to ship too.
Dude, it took so long. They
My
said,
God.
"Can you believe
people
that,
don't even remember that episode?" I'm sure.
Can you believe that Jose Canseco lied about how long the shipping would take?
I can't believe it. He
Oh,
seems like such a stand-up guy.
This is weird. Max is embarrassed, not me. Max
Right.
McCaffrey
Yeah.
is embarrassed by the incident, although I'm very embarrassed.
You're never embarrassed. You have no shame.
I don't, but I'm very embarrassed for him. He's embarrassed by the incident and is working privately to apologize to the fan hit by the errant toss. After visiting with Max, the entire football staff, I am confident we will have no further engagement with fans of our opponents. Oh, it was okay. So it was a fan of the opponent, and they're lying and saying that he was throwing a clipboard as a souvenir to a fan of the opponent, and that it wasn't an intentional thing to hurt him. They're really trying to cover that up.
He's so embarrassed that he tried to give that souvenir to that kid and it accidentally injured him.
Isn't this assault? Like he's like threw something at someone and they injured him.
And it's like a kid too.
Yeah,
like what the
if
fuck?
I was the kid's parent, I would be like, I think I'm gonna sue you for like a lot. Wouldn't you?
Like,
I'd be
your
like,
dad and your brother were in the NFL. Like
I'd be like, it's money making time. This
Yeah.
is awesome. I don't think you're that. I hope the kid's not that injured. If the kid wasn't that injured, I'd be like, either way, it's money making time.
give me
I hope
that
the
mustard
kid's
money,
okay.
baby.
Yeah, give me that mustard money. Yeah. Wow. Oh, while the police report has yet to be released, the Gridley Tribune reported that it has contacted UNC to determine if the statement regarding McCaffrey's pants was brought up during the investigation. So we're still waiting on an update for that. I don't know if we'll bring this up again because I'll probably forget about it. But,
It's pretty forgettable.
yeah, but it's also amazing, so I'm glad we got to talk about it.
My God, I feel like that high school kid. He just won that whole situation. Like this is a dream situation for him. Like the heck.
I hope he's not. I don't know. It didn't.
No, but I guarantee you, he's probably laughing
Fine.
so hard about this that he got to tell the news his joke about the small pants.
Yeah.
Usually a heckle, it just
I
gets lost in the
wish-
noise,
I
but
wish
now
I'd
it's
gotten
living
a
on.
Picture of how tight the pants were.
I
because
know. We only get
now
the
I
top
really
half.
don't
We
feel
only get the
bad.
top half
Yeah,
of McCaffrey.
because he
here.
already looks like a douchebag with just the top half, and I'm
Yeah.
just imagining how tight the pants are too.
Usually it's hipsters that wear tight pants. It's not like football coaches. So
Yeah, so that's what's really amazing about it.
yeah,
Yeah, or like baseball players that wear really tight pants.
right.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Pete Rose. This is from USA Today. Pete Rose launches new sports betting podcast. I know how it looks, he says.
Good for you, Pete. That's what I say. Good for you.
If you guys don't know about Pete Rose, he was infamously received a lifetime ban from baseball. They don't do this anymore because baseball is stupid and people get caught cheating. They just go, you can just come back. Maybe
No, but they would
6
for
months
they would for
later.
someone trying to fix games for gambling. Because
but like-
gambling has historically been a huge problem for baseball, especially like in the early days of baseball.
No, I think Manfred would go, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, especially if you're like a manager and you're like organized the whole thing. They go, come back to baseball. We love you. Do you want to see the picture of him again?
Yes, is that okay?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I really want to see the picture. The picture of him is very funny.
It is.
I love this. He says, I know how it looks and people will criticize, but it's not gambling. He says it's handicapping. I'm a handicapper.
You know what? Like, I don't see any problem with it. Like, let the man gamble now. Like, he clearly loves it more than baseball. So
I don't. But I mean, dude, get that bag, Pete Rose. Get that bag. You go, girl.
You go. It's clearly what he loves the most in life. Like,
what else is he gonna do? What else does Pete Rose have going on?
It's honestly, yeah. I mean, it's better than, like, at least he'll make more money to be able to gamble away, you know, instead of having to borrow from family members.
I'm just jealous because now it's more competition in the podcast sphere. You know,
let's have him on the show.
Yeah,
we'll give him some of our 10 listeners.
But it's not gambling, Ben. So I don't like how you keep saying that. He says, "Remember, it's handicapping. That's all. That goes on everywhere. All I'm doing is lending my expertise to people who want to bet." It'll be called.
Just admit that it's gambling.
No, it's not gambling, Ben. It'll be called Pete Rose's Daily Picks, but it's not gambling. I watch 2 or 3 baseball games a day, Rose says, and it's not just baseball. I watch all sports. I love sports. I know I can help people who want to wager on sports. He wants to help people gamble.
That's beautiful. Give him the Roberto Clemente Award. Give him the Roberto Clemente Award. He's helping people.
I love
how many fucking DraftKings ads are going to be on that fucking podcast. My God. It's gonna be cluttered with them.
Yeah, no, it's like he's talking about DraftKings people when they were like, no, it's not gambling, it's fantasy sports. It's a skill game. That's like the same thing he's doing. Like, it's not a gambling podcast. I'm just instructing people how to gamble and bet. But we're not talking about gambling. It's not gambling. We're just gambling. What are you talking about, Pete Rose? It's gambling.
It's gambling.
It's literally called Pete Rose's Daily Picks.
And again, it's like,
what
I feel like there's some insecurities going on with him there being so vague like that, because it's like, it's not a big deal. Like, actually, it's pretty common in the United States, sports betting right now. Like, it's blowing up. It's in a lot of states. Dude, it's legal really in a lot of states.
It's really cool. We're going to make a bunch of new gambling addicts and people are going to go into yeah, it's really cool. Dude,
no, but you know what I'm saying? I'm saying
it's I'm just saying all these new advertisements. It's awesome, dude. People are going to go bankrupt. It's really cool.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's being normalized enough to where it's weird that he's being so weird about it.
It's probably like an advertisement or sponsor thing where he can't like actually say it's like a betting thing.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't know. It's just so, or he's just a weird guy. I don't know. It's hilarious. But Ben, it's not. He's a handicapper. Okay.
Noted.
Don't get it twisted.
Noted.
This was also an old story, but I had to keep it in because it's about rich people and animals. And The Sun, which is one of my favorite UK tabloids because they get real news like this. Man U, spelled EWE like sheep. Cristiano Ronaldo, our favorite athlete in the world because we love soccer.
We know him. We know David Beckham, and all the other greats.
Messi boy,
yes, all the greats. We're big soccer fans. Huge.
Pele,
yes, that's right.
Mia Hamm. Cristiano Ronaldo switches mansions after bleeding sheep kept waking Manchester United ace up at night. That's just the whole story. I just thought it was so funny. He moved into this really expensive mansion, and then he had to move because there was a flock of sheep nearby, and they kept waking him up. So they were like, all right. They were there for like a few days, and he was like, oh, they're going to affect my soccer match. We have to move. So it's like they're like, we got the exclusive on this, guys. Don't you care? It's like, no, we don't care. Fuck this.
Just double pane those windows, buddy.
Can't you pay can't you pay a shepherd to shepherd the sheep away or get a dog to do it?
How about you just count those sheep and then go to sleep doing that?
Oh!
Was that the world's largest drum that you just did that with?
No. Oh. Just like, yeah, this was also one of the older stories that we had saved that we didn't get to use, but I was like, what is this shit?
This is ridiculous.
It's just like, you had so many alternatives. It's like, couldn't you, you're so rich. Couldn't you just like kill the sheep or some shit? Like,
buy the sheep.
Don't you just not care? It's like,
kill the sheep. My God, Max.
Dude, rich people are evil. That's what I'm thinking, right?
What? You cut out for a quick second, actually.
I said rich people are evil.
Oh, yeah. Deaf.
No, rich people are really good. Rich are really good. No, I think clearly he's a good guy because he was just like, we're gonna let the sheep roam, and I'm just gonna buy another house. He's like, I'll let somebody else.
My dogs will live in this house, and I will get a new house.
I'll let some other rich person deal with these fucking sheep. Hopefully, the Sun doesn't run this article till somebody else buys this house from me. Ha ha ha!
Right.
Next story coming right up. I thought this was important. Older story. This happened like last month. Mary-Kate Olsen finishes in second and third place during events at the Longines Equestrian Tour. Horses teach you a lot about yourself, Mary-Kate Olsen said in a profile for Hits years ago. That's like a horse magazine or something. Did you know that Mary-Kate Olsen?
So when she finished second, did she look down to her horse and say, "You got it, dude"? Right.
And then the actress that played Stephanie was like, "Cut it out! You got to get first."
And then DJ Tanner, she was just there. She was just there. Praying or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say she was praying, and then her crazy brother was holding some like anti-mask, anti-vax protest, being all crazy.
And then Uncle Joey was there doing an impression of a horse.
Popeye. He was doing fucking Popeye again. Fucking John Stamos.
And Uncle Jesse, he had his guitar. He was rocking
out, all sexy as hell. Aunt Becky was in jail.
Bob Saget was saying "fuck" 100 times on a stand-up.
Oh my
special.
God,
Yeah.
dude! Danny Tanner was saying "fuck." What? Dude, what? What? That is so silly. I thought
does she ride with Bruce Springsteen's daughter?
Who's that? It's like there's something going on here because but Bruce Springsteen's daughter was way better because she went to the Olympics. I wonder if Mary-Kate Olsen will be in the next Olympics.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I hope so. I thought it was interesting.
I'm ready for a new Olsen twins movie of Olsen twins go to the Olympics. That'd be great.
I think they're really eager to make another Olsen twins movie. I think they really looked at on their time acting fondly. They've done a lot of acting recently. They really love acting.
Absolutely.
They really wanted to be on Fuller House, but they just couldn't make it work. Scheduling wise, they really wanted to be on it, though. I heard they really wanted to be on it. In the final episode of Full House, there's actually a plot line about Michelle falling off of a horse, and I remember because I watched it when I was younger, and it was on when it was on syndication or whatever, and I remember being she falls off of a horse, and I didn't even realize it was the last episode of Full House, but I was like, just random episodes of TV stick out in your mind. She falls off. She falls off of I looked it up. She falls off of a horse, and then she loses her memory, and she can't remember anything.
What? She gets amnesia?
She gets amnesia. I'm like, that's one of the better things that can happen when you fall off of a horse if you get injured. I was like, it's pretty good.
Sure.
Yeah. She just gets amnesia.
And she was like, "Why is this house so full?"
Yeah, yeah. She's like, she doesn't remember anything, and then at the end, she finally gets her memory back. But she meets her memory, and both twins are on screen at the same time because the other twin plays the memory, and they talk to each other. And she's like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "I'm you." And that's how remembers herself. And I was like, you think that such a traumatic event on the TV show might scar you from being a horseback rider, but she overcame that
Right.
fear.
Good for her.
Good for her. I know that they were method actors back then, and that was really good. Dude, obviously I'm an expert on Full House.
We've done all the Full House bits. Let's move on.
I just thought this was like the fucking dumbest thing I've ever seen from the New York Times. Not, headgear reduces concussions in high school girls lacrosse study shows. Yeah,
who would have thunk it?
No shit. University.
Turns out helmets protect heads.
It's crazy. It gets better. The University of Florida study includes data for roughly 350,000 games and practices in more than 30 states. Headgear for girls has been mandated in Florida since 2015 and remains hotly debated. Despite all these studies and despite headgear being like, I think, mandated in Florida, it is still debated, Ben, because people think that if you because people are averse, because obviously it's because people are averse to change and they're stupid, right? But people,
of course, yeah, they've been hit on the head too many times with a lacrosse stick.
People are saying that if you make the girls wear helmets, that then it will be too much like boys lacrosse, and then the girls will then feel that they can hit the other girls too much.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which is the dumbest arguments ever, because in boys lacrosse, number one, like boys lacrosse, you have a bunch of pads. You have rib pads, you have shoulder pads, you have pectoral pads, you have chest, you have chest pads, you are encouraged to hit each other, and you have deep pockets too. Like, it's a completely different game. And in girls lacrosse, you always wore like eye goggles. All you're doing is adding a helmet, so in case you accidentally,
so you don't get a fucking concussion or brain damage.
You accidentally get knocked in the head. It doesn't change anything. And this study shows people are like, no, change is bad. We have to make sure that our girls can get hit in the head.
Jesus.
I just thought it
no,
was
dude. You know what, man? The government, they want us to wear these helmets, dude. And you know what, bro?
We have to.
They want us to take vaccines. They want us to wear helmets, seatbelts. And I'm like, no, man. This is like the government is evil, dude. And they're like taking away our freedoms, bro.
Women's brains. We have to make sure that women's brains.
We have to make sure that women have the freedom to get concussions, dude.
Yes, we have to protect men's brains with helmets and make sure that women's brains are just free to be hit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, things are bad when like Florida is more progressive on something than the rest of the country, guys. Things are bad. Okay. Let's have helmets in girls lacrosse. We're endorsing a Pretty Little Sports show, and that should be good enough for you, okay?
Yes.
I just saw the headline.
Don't watch Woody Allen movies and wear helmets when you play lacrosse.
Yeah.
Please.
Come on.
Thank you.
I just read the headline this morning. I was like, what? No shit. It's like, helmets prevent concussions? What?
What a surprise that Florida's on the wrong side of something.
No, Florida's on the right side.
Oh, Florida's on the right side. Never mind.
Yeah, they've mandated them for 6 years.
It's the people there are complaining, right?
Yeah, but I think that the debate is in other states too.
Is it? Mm.
Yeah, like it's still debated in other places. They're like, oh my god, the game will be rougher. It's just stupid. Okay, this is the final story. And we got some good sound clips, okay?
Ooh.
So this is from your favorite sport, tennis. But it's not about tennis, Ben. It's not about tennis. It's about Andy Murray. Have you heard of Andy Murray?
Never.
Mm-mm. Really?
Mm-mm. Haven't.
Okay, so Andy Murray is like a very famous tennis player, and he's very cute.
Is he from? Where is he from?
He's from England.
England. Okay.
He's had a lot of injuries, so he hasn't done that great in past years, but so anyway, he lost his wedding ring that was
Oh,
tied
no.
to his shoes. And
What?
so we're going to hear about it. He says,
Why were they
"Swipe-"
tied to his shoes?
You're going to hear about it. It's crazy. So he says, "Swipe to hear the story about the wedding ring and the shoe." And just so you know, the wedding ring is a wedding ring emoji, and the shoe is a high heel emoji. He says, "Yes, I know." This is an Instagram post. He says, "Yes, I know I'm an idiot, and in hindsight, it seems like a terrible idea, but I need some help." Laughing, crying emoji. What should the reward be for getting it back? Hashtag ring, hashtag shoes, hashtag idiot, hashtag help, hashtag clown. And this was from
he did a line each for one.
and
of
then
those,
you see
for those
Judy
tags.
Murray, who I assume is his wife, and she does the face palm emoji. And so this is the
Facepalm.
audio from
Yeah.
the two videos that he posted, because it was long, so he had the two videos. I put it together. It's about 2 minutes, but this is a good story, so buckle up.
Hi everyone, how you doing? Got a quick story here for you I need a little bit of help with. Basically, last night after dinner here in Indian Wells, got back in the car to go back to the hotel, and the car didn't smell great. Basically, I'd left my tennis shoes in there. It's been like 39 degrees, so my tennis shoes are pretty damp, sweaty, and yeah, smelly basically. So I decided when I got back to the hotel that the shoes needed some air. I needed to dry them out a little bit. So I have no balcony in my room and didn't want to leave them in my room because it'd stink the room out. So I thought, I'm going to leave the shoes underneath the car to get some air to them and dry them out overnight. Anyway, when I got back to the car in the morning, the shoes were gone. So my tennis shoes for the tournament had been so I had to go to local pro shop and buy different shoes to what I normally wear, a different brand and everything, which isn't the end of the world, but obviously not ideal. But anyway, I was preparing for my practice. My physio said to me, "Where's your wedding ring?" And I was like, "Oh no." And I basically tie my wedding ring to my tennis shoes when I'm playing because I can't play with it on my hand. So yeah, my wedding ring's been stolen as well. So needless to say, I'm in the bad books at home. So I want to try and find it. So if anyone can share this or may have any clue where they may be, would be very helpful. So I can try and get it back and get to the bottom of it. Would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Dude, he's in the bad books at home.
That poor idiot. I feel
Dude, he's
pity.
like a very rich, like famous tennis player, and he's like, "Let me just leave my shoes underneath my car."
But hold on, I have so many questions. First of all, why does he tie it to his shoes while he plays to begin with? They have a chair on the side. They can put their stuff over it. They can leave it in a locker. He could just leave it at the hotel before he goes. And then secondly, how is it that when you're going to leave your shoes out underneath your car, which first of all is just weird as it is, like I'm going to leave my shoes underneath my car, how does he not see the ring on his shoes when he's putting them down? For me, like when I take off my ring, like it feels like I feel naked without it. Like that, like I immediately know when my ring is off my hand. You know what I mean? Because it's been on for so many times. You know, like you would know when your ring is missing.
Well, I think he takes it off a lot because he plays tennis a lot and he can't play with it.
But why tie it to your shoe?
Because he wants to have it with him at all times because of the power of love. But Ben, I think you missed the part where he says hashtag idiot, hashtag clown. Okay, he knows.
He admits it. No, I know.
He's in the bad book.
I'm just stepping through the logic and asking the questions, Max. I'm just stepping through it. Okay.
He wants his ring always with him, Fuego Falco says, okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
The shoes seem like
a
a safe
this
place.
Picture of
It
him that he
seems like a
posted with the thumbs down, giving the thumbs down to himself.
I do feel bad. I do feel bad for the guy though, because that's like that would really suck. Because honestly, like obviously you can always replace stuff if you're rich, but like that has sentimental value.
But he also like is kind of like laughing about it too. Like he's kind of upset, but also like if you like watch the video, he's kind of like actually he sounds more upset than he actually is. Like he's kind of like he's doing a laughing crying emoji in it.
Imagine whoever grabbed those shoes and they were just like, oh sweet, I think this is that tennis player's shoes. I can probably sell these on eBay. And then they're like, oh shit, look, there's a fucking ring on this.
Fuego says, someone get him a necklace to put his ring on it when he plays. Someone get him a fucking like portable lockbox just to put on his chair, or have someone hold it for him. Like, dude, just like maybe he'll learn from this, but you know, unfortunately, the wedding ring is gone, and there's no update. He never got it back.
He did. Oh, you didn't let me make my joke.
Oh, it's a joke.
I was gonna say maybe it's on the Mets field, buried next to Javi Baez's.
No,
diamond.
The good news is he did get it back. There is an updated post of him smelling the shoe. He's given a stank face and he's holding the shoe with the wedding ring tied to it like an idiot. And he says, would you believe it? Wedding ring emoji and the high heel emoji have come home. Why does he use the high heel? Is that the only shoe emoji?
Probably, yeah.
That's so weird, isn't it? I'm like, that's
I
so
love
funny.
the hashtags once again, though. Hashtag ring, hashtag shoes, hashtag stench, hashtag good books, hashtag idiot.
He says, they still smell horrific, but I'm back in the good books. I love British expressions. Have a swipe to see the happiness. He says, no way. Naomi Brody, whoever that is, no way. We need an explanation.
Yes, I'd like an explanation.
Well, Naomi, here in Pretty Little Sports Show, we get explanations. So here is the soundbite from the video that Andy provided. Max, you're so good. That's amazing.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I just want to send a quick message to say a huge thanks for all the messages, and also to everyone for sharing the story about the shoes and the wedding ring. Had to make a few calls today and chat to the security at the hotel and everything, and little update for everyone. Would you believe it?
Him sniffing the shoe.
I guess
absolutely stink, but the shoes are back. The wedding ring is back, and I'm back in the good books. Let's go.
Let's go.
Wait, but what was the explanation though? How
explanation.
Where did they find it? Like, did someone who took it?
He talked to the hotel. Okay, that's the explanation.
Oh my God, somebody's tied up in a room somewhere.
Maybe they put out like a reward.
Yeah, maybe. Oh man.
Yeah. So
Fuego says there's a few shoe emojis.
Look at all the. He could have done. He could have done an ice skate. He could have done ski boots. God, Fuego is a fucking genius. I mean, like, Fuego would have found those shoes in like 30 seconds faster than
Oh man. All right, what's next? Or
That's
is that
it.
All right.
But isn't that such a funny story? I was like, yeah,
it's hilarious.
And I just want to say that stuff happens like last night where he found the shoe. This is like breaking news, man. We're breaking news.
Wow. Do the breaking news song. Do it.
Here we go. Get your popcorn ready.
Add to that soundboard, baby. One episode at a time.
One episode at a time. Yeah, we got like 19 things now, so we're
not nearly as much as Circle Alert.
Yeah,
we have like 700.
Dude, the thing was crashing. It got over. It was like we're done with the season. We got too many. There's too many. But yeah, I'm glad. I wonder like what I'm guessing it was just like there's a reward, or like they hunted. Maybe they went into all the rooms.
They hunted? Is that what you were gonna say?
They hunted, dude.
They went out with their pitchforks
when rich people
and their
want
torches
shit to get done. They hire secret rich people things, dude.
Yeah.
Rich people, they do things.
They contacted Boston Robotics, and they had that robotic dog searching.
Dude, Andy Murray, he's been all quite like, yeah, minimal person. I don't have a balcony. Blah blah blah. I'm trying to get in the good books. Nah, he hired Boston Robotics.
One day, that's gonna be the
I
reality.
love how they show those fucking robots and they're like, look how they dance. And I'm like, put a machine gun in the fucking hands and those videos look a lot different.
Yeah.
God,
All right.
Gosh darn it, man.
Jesus Crunstance.
Well, this has been a fun episode.
Oh
man.
yeah, this was a blast. Why haven't we been doing these more? Let's do them more.
We've been a little occupied.
It's been really nice. Yeah,
It's been good. Finally,
it's
talking
been
about
nice
some
not having to
sports.
listen to Nick and Daniel in my ears. The sound bites of Nick and Daniel every 2 seconds.
Fuego says, did he walk? Yeah, I know, right? Did he walk in his socks to his toes? I think he put on another pair of shoes, but he probably did walk in socks to his toes. This guy is a hashtag idiot, hashtag clown. He could do anything. He probably walked doing like a handstand or something. Did cartwheels.
That was a fun story with a happy ending.
I know you thought it was gonna be. We're gonna add a sad note, but I wouldn't do that to you guys.
Thank
I would
you,
never
Max.
do it to you guys.
Thank you.
All happy to see you.
Bless you.
We're a little sports show. We're a happy show. All right, guys. Remember to follow us on social media.
Yeah.
At Pretty Little Sports Show. On
You best
Instagram,
believe we're going to start having some fun guests on this show too. So
At-
look forward to that.
at Pretty_Sports on Twitter.
Twitter.
At just go to prettylittle.sportshow.com to follow us on YouTube. It takes you right there. Follow us at Circle Alert or other fucking podcast and all that stuff. It's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, and
Thank you.
You know, we're gonna catch you next time.
We love you guys.
Forget ESPN. Come chill with Max and Ben. Don't be a barstool bro. There's a much better place to go. It's a Pretty Sports Show.
Why did you put him in the game?